Hello, hello, this is Heather, aka Planner Mumsy. Join me as we go through my current fountain pen collection as of August 2024. Stay tuned. Okay everyone, I thought it would be fun to just kind of go through my collection for my current time, and that's in August of 2024. Obviously, always subject to change in any collector's type video. But yeah, so I thought I kind of like went through and grouped my pens together based on makers. And I sort of did like a bespoke maker pile, and then I did my other types. So we'll get into that as we go, and we might as well just go ahead and start from the top. Now, before the end of the video, I will kind of do a quick little show and tell, I guess, on my two case storages that I use for my fountain pens. This is a new one that is a 40 pen case that I purchased from Kaweco Craft, and they customized this one for me. As you can see on the inside, there's like a lilac, and I love that. They only do it basically right around the DC Pen Show type of time, and so it was perfect for me because it's exactly what I needed. And I'm not gonna lie, I got the 40 and now I'm feeling like I need another one to stack because I still have space, but yeah, I don't have a lot of room to grow. But anyway, okay, let's get started. So in no particular order, I literally only just kind of grouped them together. These are starting from my right side. These are a couple of fountain pens that they're called brush pens from Ferris Wheel Press. I'm not going to remember the names of these colors. I don't think that they're in stock anymore, and Ferris Wheel Press is starting to make some new different fountain pens, so you're probably not even going to see these ones for sale anymore. So really just a simple little fountain pen here, and you can see that it's pretty simple, pretty cut and dry. There is a converter here in the back. So yeah, it's a simple little pen. They're not terrible writers, but I don't tend to use these very often. Then I have a number of different pilot vanishing points, whether they're the Decimo or the regular, and I talked about this one in a particular video where I just showed my little mini collection of vanishing points, so that is those. Then the only Edison pen that I have, this was actually an exclusive for the DC Pen Show last year. I love how it has the black accents, and this is their Collier model, and you can see that the nib is black as well, and that's super cool. I do really like the Edison pen line. They had some stunning pens at the DC Pen Show, but I had my eye on a number of others, so I couldn't get any Edisons. But then I have two of my Montegrappas. This is one I knew for sure was an Elmo. This is a new one. As you can see, they are definitely a different shape on both the top and the bottom, but those are my two Montegrappas, and I will move on to the next drawer. As you can see, I definitely am taking a liking to Leonardo's. For sure, I would say Leonardo is up there right now. Other than my bespoke makers, Leonardo is probably my favorite company right now as far as pens go, and this is my little mini collection of them. I currently just have 5 of them. Yes, I did win one at the DC Pen Show, but that one was given to my son. But this is their Fiore model, and you can see it's pointed on both ends. And then these are the Magicos, and both of these are Jonathan Brooks blanks, and one is the gold abalone and the other one is a pastel. Absolutely beautiful. I like these ones because they have a little pen window there. I like that. And then this is a memento. Both of these are mementos and super pretty. And I want to say they're Memento Zero Grands, I do believe. Then this is a Scribo. This is one that I recently had tuned at the DC Pen Show, and it is writing beautifully. And then I have 3 of the Esterbrook's, and this is their larger series, so you can see the difference in the Estes between the large one and the small one. It's definitely, it's girthier and it's just longer in general. I really love this pen. This is an ebonite pen, and yeah, it's just stunning. Stunning, stunning, nice and big and fat. And then that's the new Sweet Dreams that you saw the unboxing for. Then this is the Platinum 3776 in celluloid. And this is a gorgeous pen as well. Just trying to get there we go. Super, super pretty. Okay, on to the next drawer. So, the next drawer isn't quite full. I still have 2 slots. These are my Pelikans. This is the M205. This is like the cheapest one that you can get. I believe that this one was the 400. And I put, I believe, a 600 nib on it just because I like that nib a little bit better. And then this is a 600. So super pretty. Again, most of the pens that I'm showing you from these big makers you're not going to be able to get unless you find on the secondary market. This is an Opus 88. And very good writing pens. It's kind of that like ink dropper type fill, backfill. And then this is the Magna Carta 600. This is a new to me pen. It did come with a gold flex nib that is not working. And so just so that I could use it for now, I have a regular Jowo 6 in a broad in there. So it's working. It's fine for me right now, but eventually I will have to get that nib fixed, which is a bummer because it's a brand new and expensive pen and I shouldn't have to do that. But this is a Sailor Pro Gear Mini. And these are the ones that I like because you don't just post the top, you actually, oops, if I can get you in frame here, you actually screw the top on, and I really love that about this particular pen. Otherwise, I'm not a huge Sailor fan, and I have said that many times before. This is my only other Sailor that I have, and this was a limited edition. This is a Sailor Pent, and it has this like sparkle inside of a purple demonstrator nib. You can kind of see it there. And I recently had this one fixed as well because I had it for sale, but nobody wanted to pay anywhere near what I paid for it, and it just wasn't worth just giving it away, so I kept it. And then this is a Pilot, and this is Pilot Custom 74, and again, this was a somewhat limited run. You can still find these now and again, and you definitely can get them on the secondary market, but it's sort of like a mauve-y, purpley pink with more of like a, what I would consider to be more of like a lavender bottom. There you go. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pen, and it actually writes really well. I wasn't able to get the nib that I usually get, but it still writes really well, and I've super enjoyed this one as well. Okay, moving on again to the next pile. Okay, on this side, these are a lot of the pens that I started with, and that was TWSBI. So whenever anybody asks me, Heather, what is the pen that you recommend the most as a starter pen, it would probably have to be a TWSBI Eco, which is these three that you see here in the middle. These ones here on the other side are slightly more expensive TWSBIs. This is the VAC 700, which this one is for sale. If anybody is interested in purchasing, I'll give you a super great deal on this. It's in like the iris kind of rainbowy color. The only reason why I would sell this one is because I'm not a VAC fan. I way prefer the like I say old fashioned, the piston type pens. Like you can see as I move that, the piston moves up and down. I way prefer a piston fill over a vac fill. It's just personal preference, but this is a TWSBI, and this is a Diamond 500. Yeah, our rose gold second edition. Never even inked this one. And then I have this purple one, and the purple one is a 780 ALR, which just basically means that it has the aluminum, and that is that one. Then I have three of the Narwhal Navalor pens. This is basically just like one of their custom. Again, this is a vac fill. This one doesn't write super well. It's kind of a fine nib, and I just don't like fine nibs, whereas this one writes really well. I just am having an issue with the piston fill on this one being super, super loose. But the pen itself does write really good. This is their Nautilus version, which is a really good overall pen, and they have really pretty ones. And then this one is just a purple sparkle, and that's all I have to say about that. Purple and sparkle. I mean, how could you not like that? Like, let's see if I can get, yeah, I mean, look at the sparkle on that. Stunning. Okay, next. We're getting there. We're getting towards the end. So these are my Kawecos, and I have both the regular kind of sport plastic version, and I have the artsy version, which I'm not really sure what material they used for this one, if it was a celluloid or what it was. But these are pocket pens, and I like me a good pocket pen. And then I have the metal version. Sorry for the tapping, that's like super annoying, but I was just kind of trying to show you the difference. You can kind of hear that it's metal. And so I have two of these metal ones, one in the lighter purple, and then one in sort of this like berry kind of purple color. So those are my Kawecos. These are also really good starter pens as well. My only problem with recommending this one as a first time pen is this. I will show you. They come with insanely small converters. And because they're so small, actually, let me get one that's empty because it's hard to really describe. Let me show you with this one. It's hard to really show you without being able to kind of take it apart. So you can see just how little these little converters are. So this is all you're going to get in there for ink, which is such a teeny little bit. Not a big deal if you're someone that likes to change your inks a lot, but as a newcomer, that's probably not something you want to jump into. You don't want to change your inks like a terrible load, like once a week or whatever. So that's why I would recommend the TWSBI Ecos over that. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and we are going to get to the makers, which is a pretty large drawer. Da, 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 da. Okay, starting with one that I had kind of left over in my hand. This is from River City Pen Co. and this is a Kakimori nib holder. What is that? So close. There we go. Okay. This is the Kakimori nib and I haven't obviously taken it off to clean it, which is why it was not coming off really well, but that is the nib, and it's this particular one is a brass nib, but you can get them in a stainless steel, and it just fits inside this holder, and then you can use this for pen ink sampling. So it's wonderful. I absolutely love this, and Rich from River City Pen Co made that for me. Now I'm definitely not going to remember the styles of these pens. These are all different makers, all different, they all have their own names for their style of pen. I am going to just tell you the company that it came from. And you always can just screenshot the color and see if they have it. It's not necessarily likely that they're going to have it, but it's a possibility. This particular one, I believe, is a Walltown pen, and pretty much all my nibs are going to be mediums, but that one is super pretty. Then this is a Maverick pen. And this is like their little pastel variation that they did they did on their own. And this particular one is a bit white. So they did have a batch where a lot of their blanks came out pretty white. So this one's pretty light, but you're gonna see a different one that looks different from basically another batch of blanks. This is another River City Pen Co. So Rich did this one for me. And then all of these here, from here to here, are from Charlie Harvey at Wood Wonders of North Carolina. This is a PM1. And in that shape, super pretty. And then I call this my egg pen. I got it around Easter time, and it's just like kind of the perfect Easter egg pen. Then this is another one of those Maverick pen blanks from Maverick Company that Charlie did for me, and you can see a lot more color here. My lighting is a bit off, so it's not picking, it's trying to pick up more white. There we go. That's a little better. So you can see a lot more color in that one compared to this one where there's a lot more white kind of in this whole bottom part. But yeah, that one's super, super pretty. And he did a little pen stop for me. Then this is an Operex that Charlie did for me in like a Sakura pink. And that one is gorgeous. This is a Pastel PM that Charlie did for me. And I love this pen too, especially with the absolutely adorable butterfly stop. And then this one is gorgeous as well. This is a kind of like a wooden burl on the ends with like a demonstrator center. And then he did sort of like a purpley base. So that one is super, super pretty as well. Love that pen. And then finally from Charlie, this is a Moissanite diamond cast. So that one's super pretty. Then these two are from Mayfair Pens. Ben at Mayfair Pens. Definitely a very unique shape that he does with his pens. Then these four are from Tailored Pen Company. And so this one is sort of a light pink with sparkle. Then this one has flower petals inside. And then this one is like a lavender. So that one's super pretty. And there is like a sparkle in there. You can see it. And then these two, I know this one for sure is from Analog Notes. And I think this one is as well. I'm not 100% on this one, but I know for sure this one is because that's like his signature pen clip that, you know, just helps me to recognize that that was from him. And then this one is from Little Pen Designs. This is the original Candy Nougat, which I love and covet because there's not a whole lot of these originals left. Then this is from A Whim Woodworks, and he does like these gorgeous pen windows. And this is a Pelikan, and it is stunning. Then this one is Carolina Pen Co, and this is a pocket pen. As you can see that, super cute. And then this next one is also Carolina Pen Co, and this is one of my new ones. So beautiful. Then this one is from Tamenuri Studios. This is an Urushi, and it's an Urushi Rodin. I think it's Rodin. Urushi Rodin. And it has very little of the Rodin flex in it, but it is super, super pretty. And you can see the Urushi work that he did there. Very, very pretty pen. And then finally from makers, these two are from Scriptorium. I think this is a PM1 as well. And then this one is an abalone. So super pretty. And that pretty much rounds out my fountain pen collection. Oh no, wait a minute. I forgot. I had this one on the stand. And then this one is a Scopus pen. I got this one at the DC Pen Show. It's just a very kind of artifacty type of pen, and it is stunning. So pretty, with bits of Israel and Jerusalem in there, and that's just like really cool because it's probably the closest I'm ever going to come to getting to Jerusalem. But that is it. I do have some Jinhaos, which quite honestly I never use. I will just kind of show them quickly though, but I really don't use these pens. This is kind of one of those things, like these are very cheapy, you know, like $5 pens, these particular ones here. And I just never used them. These ones here are sort of like Mont Blanc dupes, and I have a few different colors. These ones are probably like $11 each. I have blue, cream, and burgundy, and I am going to get a Mont Blanc because it's just one of those things I need to tick off and check off from my collection. And then this is just another Jinhao. This one actually is really pretty. It's just a little more hefty, and I think it writes a little bit better. But yeah, I don't generally use the Jinhaos a whole lot anymore. That is it. That is my entire collection. Now let me show you how I store them. Okay, so this is my new Toyoko Craft, and this is a 40 pen. It does have the glass top here, and then it has these drawers that kind of have the cutout to allow for air distribution. And these ones are mostly full, with the exception of those slots. And then I kind of rotate the top pens based on what I want to look at. So this one is still empty up here right now. Okay, now let's get to the next part of my storage. Okay, the next part of my storage is this sort of makeshift tool case. So you can find these in the original wood form at Harbor Freight, and essentially it's a wooden toolbox. And I repainted mine and made it kind of shabby chic, and I use what you will see, and I'm trying to close it here. Now, this particular one, I have some stuff that's just gonna fall if I don't take it out, but it will close. Hang on, I'm getting there. It will close up like this, so that's how you would see it. But I kind of have that, like I have a bunch of stickers from different makers in mine currently, and I just kind of keep that shut. And then I have all of these drawers. So a lot of this is empty now since I got my new Toyoko. So this whole bottom drawer is empty, but you can get these little pen inserts for in here. And so I did that. And then this was the maker drawer that we just looked at. Then I have a tool drawer that I kind of keep a lot of my additional like nibs and stuff like that I need in there. There we go. I was trying to get that to focus. And then this was my drawer that had my TWSBIs, and that's the one with the Jinhaos. This one has the Kawecos in it. And then this one, oh, I guess I missed a couple. I have some dip pens. These are dip pens. This is not, these aren't dip pens, but this is a dip pen. And then this is like a glass one. That's how often I use those. Pretty much never. So you can pull these drawers out, which makes it kind of nice. And then I just have another drawer that just has bits and bobs. Then it has a top piece, and just show you, I have a ton of blanks in here. And then I have some leather working tools for when I'm doing leather work. So yeah, that is basically how I store my fountain pens. If you guys have any questions, definitely comment down below. I will put this stuff in the description. I'm going to put all of the makers that I can remember in the description box. You can pretty much find them all on Instagram, and I will try and remember as many of my regular pen makers as I can as well. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!